Ah, yes. It is, it is, you know, Tuesday afternoon. And, it sounds crazy. I hear music in the background, but maybe, I don't know. Maybe there's something to this. Maybe I gotta fix something here real quick. Yeah, because I gotta hear this music. No, that should work. I don't know why that's not working. Anyway, I don't have time to figure it out. I want to get started. So, welcome everybody. Welcome to Tuesday afternoon. I usually don't stream on this day, but it's such a beautiful day. I thought maybe I would stream, just because it's a nice, beautiful day. Why not, right? Why not? So, what I wanted to do today was draw a little bit of stuff, but also talk about. Good. I'm glad you hear the music. Thank you, KT Data. I don't hear it in my headphones for some reason. I don't know why. Don't know why that is, but I see it, in the whatever. So yes, we are talking about Flipface Live again today. Flipface Max Live. Here's the thing. If you go and you order this, it's gonna make me so happy. So why don't you go ahead and do that? Flipface Max, really not easy to say. Flipface Max Live, are 8x10 high-res color avatars, and this one comes with a VOD. You can also just order regular Flipface, which is this one. You can choose from black and white or color. You can choose just from a digital, or also from your a physical print, which I can sign. That's pretty interesting. That's cool. Yeah, this is what I'm kind of talking about. Flipface Max Live. You can kind of, I'll flip through these. You can kind of see what they look like. These are a couple I've done over the past couple months. They're kind of fun. They make great gifts, right? There's some cool stuff going on here, you see. There's Justin Robert Young and Ashley. Did a couple here, drew people's dogs. This was for a wedding. This was for Valentine's Day. This was for a birthday gift, as was this. So here's the thing. You can order these. I can draw these for you. And you can watch me do them live right here. And then you get the VOD. So I'll be talking about that. I'll be talking about that again at some point. But yeah, so there you go. That's what I want to do. I am going to be drawing something interesting here, possibly. I don't know. I don't really get a whole lot of feedback. I don't know why that is. Keep losing Twitter followers, which is great. That always bucks a guy up in the morning, right? When you feel like you're not like no one's listening to you, which is great. So I think I'm gonna draw something from Star Wars. You know why? Because I like Star Wars, and I think that would be fun to draw. So what I was gonna draw, I was gonna be drawing this. Our friend Bosk, if you remember Bosk from Empire Strikes Back. Bosk is a bounty hunter. He's a bad dude. And I remember Bosk from when I was a kid. He was the special action figure that you could pre-order before Empire Strikes Back came out. And I was like, whoa, who is this guy? What is he going to mean to the story, right? Is he going to be an important piece? I mean, he looked like nothing else we had seen in the movies before. And I was like, oh wow, what possibly could this character bring to the table? How is this going to change Empire Strikes Back? And I'm like, as it turned out, he didn't change anything. There was nothing. It didn't matter. He didn't matter at all. He showed up in the movie for all of like 2 seconds, right? You got to see his feet, and then there's a pan up to him, and then he goes or something dumb like that. But he had he didn't have anything. He didn't really figure it out. So, but that's what kind of makes him cool. I don't know if I think they did. I think they made action figures of every one of those bounty hunters who were on the Star Destroyer, on that bridge scene. Like Forlom, I think, was one of them. I know Dengar, Zuckuss was another one, Bosk, and then Boba Fett, obviously. I think they all made. I'm almost positive. If they haven't already, then they're on their way. But I'm pretty sure they have, because I remember seeing, I remember seeing those figures come out. So I was like, all right, cool. I dig it. I like Bosk. I'm digging that whole thing. So I think I'm going to draw Bosk. Why not? Huge fan of Bosk. Growing up, he was my favorite character. Actually, that's not true. I don't know. I don't really know much about Bosk. But I guess there's this big, there's a huge, like fan stuff about him, which is kind of cool. And this is also fun because it's not, Bosk is sort of like, he's not really, you don't have to worry so much about it looking like him, I guess, because he's, he's a creature, right? So you can have a little bit of fun with him. But I kind of dig him. Maybe I'll do something fun with him. I always say that, and then I don't do it. I don't know. I want to mention. So one of the reasons I'm doing all these streams this week is because obviously I want to talk about Flipface Max Live. But I also want to mention that what I'm going to start doing with the stream is from time to time, like I will be inviting friends on, other artists. If I can think of, I don't know, do I have any friends who are artists? I'm sure I do. People who, respect me and don't mind spending time with me for a little bit. But what I want to do is be able to bring them on and talk shop, right? So thanks to my good friend Katie Data, the mod here at Lenterprises, he was able to help me figure out how to do that. So tomorrow, during the regular time stream, during the time slot, I'm going to be inviting my friend Laura D'Souza from Looking for Group, LFG. Also, just it's fantastic. I keep getting these things. Sorry, I get distracted. He is a friend of mine. He has been a big supporter, and I love his work. And he will be our guest tomorrow on the regular stream. So that's why I'm kind of doing that. I'm doing this art today because I don't know. Maybe I will end up drawing tomorrow. Perhaps. But if I don't, at least you'll have some art of me drawing this week. So that's that, right? So we have Laura D'Souza tomorrow, approximately beginning around 1 p.m. Eastern time. So Laura will come on for a little bit, and we'll talk shop, and have a good time, because he's a good guy. Sorry, I'm gonna check my. Someone's trying to get in touch with me here. This is no. Don't know. All right, back to drawing Bosk. So Bosk is an interesting guy. I just talked to him the other day, and he was kind of like telling me all about what he's doing with his life during the pandemic and everything else. I'm like, hey, really? What's up, man? What's like your life now? And he was sort of like, hey. Actually, I couldn't understand him because I don't speak Boskese. But you know what I'm saying. By the way, guys, I am available to be commissioned if you're digging my art. I mentioned yesterday on the stream that this is a good time. It's a good time to commission me, because there's all kinds of things happening. There's Father's Day and graduations happening. We always had Mother's Day already. Birthdays, always. I have all of these things in the month of May. Month of May for us this year is always very busy. And we're always looking for gifts, man, and I feel like, for me personally, it's like, oh, well, I can't give a Len Peralta original to my to these people, because they'll feel like it's like they've been ripped off, because they know me, and that it's like, but for those of you who don't know me, for those of you who are kind of like, hey, I really like Len's work, well, then you can bring me into your life in this small way, and I love doing that. I love being able to become a part of people's celebrations. I think it's a lot of fun. I do that every year when I do my Christmas cards, and I think this year I'll be doing some Christmas cards on the stream, if in fact I'm still doing this in November and December. And maybe we'll do a crazy subathon or something, possibly. Just something to kind of make it interesting. Yeah, I'm amazed how popular my Christmas cards are. I've been doing these Christmas cards for like the past, I don't know, like 7 years? I don't know. I've been doing them a lot. And people really seem to dig them, So yeah. So also, yeah, if you're looking for someone to do your card for your your anniversary or something, I can do that too. I'm very available. I am looking for all kinds of gigs. Looks like he's wearing here's the thing, I can draw Bosk with some sort of weird thing, like like glasses or something, but then, like, is anybody even gonna understand that? Like anybody looking at that piece is gonna be like, well, I don't understand this guy. So then it's sort of like, I don't know, that doesn't make any sense. Anyway, yeah, so I'm just bringing that up to you guys as a thought. Maybe it's something you may want to do. All right, cool. Yeah, it looks cool. I always say the same stuff during this stream, I notice. Just because I'm not used to talking during this stuff. That's why I need you guys to talk. All two of you. Who else is in here? We got a couple people who are, oh, I see Zoe brings bacon. She's in here. It's nice to see Zoe. Zoe's always great. Very supportive of my work. Alright, so I'm happy with that. Oops. Hey Zoe, it's okay, you can blush. It doesn't give me an accurate count in here on who's here. I don't know why that is. That sort of throws me off because I don't know who's watching and who's lurking and who's real and who's a bot, right? Because there's all kinds of stuff going on with that. By the way, everybody, everything sound good audio-wise? Everybody, does the stream sound okay? Just want to make sure. Yesterday we had some audio issues, and there was really nothing I could figure out until afterwards. So hopefully we got all those ironed out. I'm pretty sure we did, because no one is telling me I sound like a robot. Yesterday I sounded like a robot. You know, I thought I'm going to stream when I can. I was like, oh, then it's not special, right? It's not interesting. But no, I'm really enjoying this. I'm really enjoying streaming. I figure if I have the time, I'll do it, because I never know when. Cannot hear the music. What? Why would you not be able to hear the music? I don't know why that is. You're supposed to hear it. I don't know why you're not hearing it. It's like super loud. I'm sure it's a dumb... Let me see, hang on a second. That might be why. Now I might be... No, it's not you, it's probably me. I couldn't hear it either, Zoe, so... I don't know what... That hopefully brought it up. Okay, yeah. I was just being careful because I didn't want to overpower the music. You know, have the music overpower me. Hopefully that's not too loud. If it is, just let me know. I'm working on mixing this out, right? I got to make sure I'm doing this correctly. All right, cool, good. I'm glad you can hear that. I just don't want to be like having to scream over the audio or the music. So maybe I'll just bring it down a little bit. I like hearing the music. I'm digging it. Hopefully you're seeing who it is. I think that's important. Support the artists who are giving me music. And Pretzel's great. All right, back to Bosk. So yeah, so I was saying, while I have the time to do it, I might as well try to stream. Just because I don't know if I'm always going to have the time to stream, right? And so I want to make sure that I give myself, if I'm enjoying it, why not? Right? Some of you may have heard that we're going to have a guest on the stream tomorrow. His name is Lar D'Souza. Hopefully you've heard of him. If you're not already following him on Twitter or Instagram, you definitely should go check him out. He is a fantastic artist. He's been a friend of mine for quite a while. And we work on Steve Jackson games together. He does Munchkin. He does some Munchkin stuff. And Lara is just an amazing artist. Had a lot of respect for him. He's great. So yeah, so tune in for that. That should be really fun. I like Lara. He's the very first person I thought of when I was like, oh, who can I ask to be a part of the stream? And I thought, well, of course I'm going to ask Lara. Because Lara's a good dude. He does some crazy art. Just really good cartoon stuff. You know, speaking of hearing, I don't know if anybody else has this issue, but like I wear AirPods when I go for my walk or run, and sometimes I don't know if it's the shape of my head or something, but I can barely hear when I have it in my ear. I don't know if I'm wearing them wrong. I might be wearing. I'm fully. You know, I would assume I'm probably wearing them wrong. So hopefully I'm not, but I couldn't hear. Like I got something that came through on my AirPods that said, "Hey, you need to turn your stuff down, man. It's too loud." So I'm like, really? Maybe I'm losing my hearing. You know, so I was really scared, so I turned it down. And now it's like really hard to hear. So, but I do find that when I put like when I lay back, like if I'm doing sit-ups or something like that, I can hear better. So I don't know. Did you get a good seal on the tips? No, I don't know. I don't know what that means. Maybe? I don't know what that means. I'm an old dude. I don't get it. No, you know, I just put in my I put in my ear and then like they just don't. I don't know. I'm doing something wrong. I know I am. I'm doing something very wrong. So Bosk. Let's talk a little bit about Bosk. Or Dengar. What a strange creature. I mean, that guy had a huge, like, I think he had like a turban on or something. And he just, you know, he had like scars all over his face and stuff. I guess that was supposed to be scary. Never understood him, and you never saw him work any other way. I don't know if you ever saw Dengar any other place other than the bridge of the of that Star Destroyer. Maybe not. If you notice, one thing I've noticed is I don't really zoom in a whole lot on these. And that's a throwback from when I worked in real life on my drawing table. I like being able to see the entire piece. I like being able to see the entire piece, which is why I don't really zoom in. When you're working digitally, it's really easy to get lost in the image. Meaning that if I were to zoom in too much, I would lose sight of exactly what I was drawing. And so I was noticing, like, oh, you see the entire piece the entire time, right? Like, you see me drawing this. And I don't know if that throws anybody off, but I think it's important. Like, I will zoom in here. Because I think it's important to be able to see. Yeah, I don't know. Dengar never did. He never looked comfortable. Period. He never looked like he was having a good time. I don't know what his effectiveness ratio was, as far as being a bounty hunter. I don't think he was very. I don't think he was very good. Hey, if you like what you're seeing, yeah, I do that too. I draw. I always when I'm working on my iPad, or no, when I'm working in like a sketchbook, I always try to zoom in. Like, it, I often say that drawing digitally has spoiled me, just because I can work so quickly on a layout and change the way it looks very, very quickly. You don't have that opportunity to do that when you're working digitally. I mean, when you're working in real life. So digital has sort of spoiled me somewhat, in a way. But I like it. I don't think there's any other way that I would want to work. Oops. Oh man. Hope you guys enjoying this. So next week we've got a lot of birthdays. Well, one birthday. My son is turning 9, which is hard to believe. It's just amazing to me. He's going to be 9 years old. And he is a huge dinosaur fan. He loves dinosaurs. So everything he wants is dinosaur related. Now, what is up with this? Hey, TV's Travis, nice to see you. And Lego too. Lego is everything. Lego's his world. Weird, there's something going on with this. I don't know what's happening here. Ooh, something is really happening with my art. It's not as smooth. It's going very... That's weird. I don't know what's happening. I just did an update on Photoshop, and I'm thinking maybe Photoshop is like not as responsive as it was. God, this is really weird. Usually I work a lot quicker. That's weird. Maybe it's the pen. Something's up with this. Maybe that was the pen. There was something going on with that pen. That's weird, man. Like, I'm so... yeah, that was the pen. I don't know what's going on with that. I'm so spoiled by working digitally. I'm like, why isn't it not acting the way it's supposed to look? And I keep forgetting. It's like, it's not predicated on the fact that you are, you're not working in real time. It has to compute. So if there's an issue with your computer, then that's going to throw everything off. So like what you just saw there. I don't know if anybody could see that at all, but I was like, oh, it's not behaving the way I want it to behave. It's throwing me off. That's how digital has spoiled me. So I'm like, I'm not drawing on a piece of paper. Why is this not behaving like paper? What's going on? But there is a brush. I have to go back to that brush and see if it's fixed itself, because it's one of my favorite brushes. Aha, yes, it did. I don't know what's up with that, man. It was weird. Very upsetting. Alright, let's take a look. Fosca's looking good. Jurassic Quest. Oh, Jurassic Quest. Oh boy. Columbus, huh? Oh man. He's got so much stuff coming to him this month for his birthday. I don't even want to, I don't want to make in case he hears this, I don't want to screw it up for him. All right, let's see. All right, I'm done. I'm kidding. I'm just joking around. Now this is where the magic happens. This is where, where I've done enough of these streams now where it's like people like this part, which is, oh, he's, we're actually going to create something. Ooh, before I forget, boy, oh boy. Always save early, save often. So let's do this. Today's the 18th. I didn't save it all. Ooh, something happened there. I would have been mad. Okay, let's fix this a little bit. There we go. There, nice. Yeah, this is where the magic happens, everybody. I'll have to remind myself about that, that dinosaur thing. I'm sure there's going to be all kinds of COVID-related things that are going to be hard to deal with. But hopefully we're coming out of this pretty soon. All right. Let's get some color in this, eh, guys? What do you say? I am. I'm living dangerously. I'm a scary dude. I am scary. Oh, so yes, by the way, in the chat, this Amazon Prime, if you have Amazon Prime, please subscribe. From what I've learned is that subscribing through Amazon Prime actually gives me just a little bit more than just regular subs. So it's something you may want to consider. So right, I was telling you about this movie I watched. So well, I wasn't, but I was going to. So I ended up watching this movie the other night called Woman in the Window. It's on Netflix. It looked pretty cool. Just because I'm a big Alfred Hitchcock fan, and one of my favorite movies of Hitchcock is Rear Window, and this was definitely very Rear Window inspired. And they didn't make any, they didn't hide it, right? Like you knew what they were going for, right? If you were a Hitchcock fan, you're like, oh, that's Rear Window. As a matter of fact, when I watch the film, the very beginning of the film, they do an homage, and like the camera pans over the TV, and it's Jimmy Stewart in Rear Window. So like they weren't making any bones about it. They knew exactly what they were doing. But here's the thing: if you're gonna try to, oh, cool. Maybe I will do that, Casey Data. talking about the dinosaur thing. So if you're going to try to do a homage to Hitchcock, then you better be good. Lois Lane is peeking through the window. Oh, what? I don't know. Oh yeah, because Amy Adams is. I got you. Amy Adams plays Lois Lane. So yeah, if you're gonna do that, then you better be good. And here's the problem: it wasn't good. It wasn't a good film. I was really, really, really disappointed. Because you got this great cast, right? You got Gary Oldman, you got Amy Adams. Who else? Oh, Anthony Mackie has a small role in it. I mean, it's kind of like, it's from the people who produced or did Darkest Hour, which I still haven't seen yet, but I heard that's really, really good. And so yeah, so it has a really great pedigree. So I was expecting to be like, oh, this is gonna be great. This can be super, and it sucked. It was terrible. It wasn't very good. And at the end, the movie just took like a really weird turn. Like suddenly became a horror film at the very end. I don't mind horror films, but I'm like, what is going on? Why would you make these decisions about this? Why would you make that decision? Just because, I don't know. So it took me off guard, and I didn't think it was very good. So I cannot recommend it to you. Although if you're looking for something to watch, maybe that's something you may want to kind of delve into just to kind of kill some time, but you won't. Maybe you will enjoy it. I did not enjoy it. I have very high standards when it comes to any kind of movie, and I've mostly been into documentaries lately. Really, Danny Elfman did the soundtrack to that movie? Let's see. That's another thing, right? Like, you'd expect that to be really good. No, it was terrible, awful, really disappointing. Yeah, so that was really disappointing, man. I was telling you I was watching, I watch a lot of documentaries, and one documentary I tried to watch last night was Crime of the Century on HBO Max, which is about the opioid crisis here in America. Awful, terrible, and I was like, oh, I watched the trailer. Once again, I was like, oh, the trailer looks really, really good. That trailer looks good. And I couldn't stay up for it. I fell asleep like 10 minutes into it. As a matter of fact, I probably made a bad mistake by trying to watch it anyway, because even before I started it, I was falling asleep. And I was like, why am I doing this to myself? Why do I do that? Yeah, it was a bummer. I was really bummed out. Thought it was going to be a lot better. And then this Crime of the Century, which was really, looked like a really cool film. I couldn't stay up for it. I'm such a lightweight nowadays, man. I'm like, oh man, I should be. I don't know. I should go to bed earlier or something. I get up so early. Now I'm terrible now. I'm like an old man. We heard this song yesterday. This is that chiptune version of. Let's find something else to listen to. I don't know. I'm not feeling this. Let's go back to EDM. Yeah, here we go. Let's do this. Listen to some EDM in the background there. Whew. It's looking pretty good. Bosk is looking good. Yeah, I was disappointed. I guess there's this another movie. It's an Angelina Jolie film. What to Do When You Die or something. I can't remember the name of it. That's supposed to be bad too. And then I tried watching Mortal Kombat. I couldn't make it past 20 minutes. I was like, I can't watch this film. It just wasn't enjoyable. I think that's the case for a lot of films now, is that they're waiting to put, they're waiting until theaters come back 100% and then they're going to start putting out their good stuff. So like today I saw the trailer for Dear Evan Hansen, which I really enjoyed. So if you get a chance, you may want to check that out. I would play it here, but I know it's not going to work because then I'd have to add I'd have to add Safari to the mix. I don't feel like stopping and doing that right now. But if you get a chance, watch it. If you ever saw the stage play, then you'll probably enjoy this. Let me see here. That's interesting. It's an interesting look. It's made him a little bit darker. Let's do some more dark. I love working digitally. Did I mention that? Hey, by the way, everybody who's here, please go check out my store. Let's actually go there right now. Hang on a second. Let's go to my store. Go check out lenpearlstore.com. Check out Flipface Max Live. You'll see all the details there. But great gift. Same thing with the Flipface, just regular Flipface Max. It's great thing to order for gifts. So just something to think about. I wanted to mention that. By the way, this is who we're drawing today. Let's go back. Let's go back here. This is who we're drawing, and this is my take on Bosk. I'm getting better at these like quick little drawings. Trying to get the idea across quickly, right? That's the important thing. I think I want to put some texture on this guy. Yeah, I think I'm going to make him a little bit more orangey. That looks maybe a little bit closer to what I want. Thank you. That's nice to hear. Yeah, my guy. I'm glad he looks more intimidating. That's what I'm trying to go for. Let's give him some texture. So let's see. Give a little bit of texture to this creature. I always find this one works well. There we go. A little bit of texture there just to kind of make him interesting. And then let's throw some rim light on him. If you notice, if you've been on these streams now for a little bit, you'll notice that I end up going this kind of the same. I kind of hit the same notes a lot. Like I have a workflow, and then I kind of go that way. So yeah, that's why I believe that anybody can draw. Anybody can do this, because once you get to the basic idea, you know, like the workflow down, you should be able to do this. Oops. It does take practice, though. Just, you know. But I'm pretty sure. Hey, Big Voice Jay. It looks like there's people coming. Hey, what's happening? Nice to see you. Thank you. Thank you for bringing your friends over here, Big Voice Jay. I appreciate it. We're just drawing Bosk here for everybody that just joined. Bosk, of course, is the bounty hunter from Empire Strikes Back, who was made of a big deal before he appeared in the movie, and really was inconsequential, to be honest with you. It didn't really matter at all. Hey, what's up, Wabbit Magic? Good to see you. Thanks for the raid. Appreciate it. There we go. He looks pretty bad. Bad in a good way. Yeah, this guy looks pretty badass. Oh yeah. Yeah, please. Don't worry about making dinner. Go ahead, make dinner. Do what you need to do. I'll be here. All right. Looking good. Now we can start working on the clothing. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. I appreciate it. Thanks for spending some time with me here today on this beautiful, well, here it's a beautiful afternoon. Where are we at? Ooh, we're getting close here. You know, I feel like I'm working on this forever. Only been working on it for less than an hour. Oh, thank you so much, Wabbit Magic. Thank you. I appreciate it. You are awesome. Thank you. As you can see, we're trying to get I'm trying to get to up to 20 subs. Don't know if it's going to happen or not, but I'd love to be able to do it. If I hit 20 subs, what I'm thinking we might do is there's a lot of different things we could do. I'm thinking possibly a time challenge where I need to finish a piece within a certain amount of time, which is very doable. If you've noticed, I'm able to do that. I might do a stream where I dress as a certain character. That seems to be getting a lot of traction. I like that idea, actually. Some of the ideas were maybe I'll dress as Doctor Strange, possibly as Spider-Man. I used to volunteer for a local organization called Superheroes to Kids in Ohio, and before the pandemic I would go to hospitals and visit sick kids as Spider-Man or Doctor Strange or the Green Lantern, and it was a lot of fun. Actually, it was a way for me to just be able to dress in my Superman costumes or my costumes, because it was just, I don't know. No, the hot dog stream is not off the table. I'm willing to go buy a hot dog costume and wear that. So no, I am not. I haven't taken that off the table. That seems a lot of fun actually to do that. But I was just thinking other options, right? Possibly. That could be something I want to try to do. The other thing I'd like to do, so time challenges, dress up, or possibly a smoke cam. I might actually do the smoke cam this summer regardless, just because I'm interested in that. I think that'll be a lot of fun, and I think it'll be really super cool actually. So yeah. So thank you so much. Long way of saying Wabbit Magic. Thank you for the Prime subscription. If you're watching it and you're enjoying, hot tub. oh right, the hot tub thing. No, I'm totally doing the hot tub thing. I'm gonna get a hot tub, and I'm gonna be sitting on a giant hot dog while I do it, and it's gonna be super uncomfortable and weird, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. Yeah, I don't understand. Well, I do understand why that's very popular on Twitch. You know, I mean, it's, of course, anything turns into sort of questionable content when you have live streaming, and of course it's sort of like, it's a way for some guys to be like, well, I'm not buying porn, so I guess this is okay. Do whatever you need to do, man. I mean, you gotta figure it out. You'll be good. Wow. I like this. I'm gonna mess around with this a little bit more. Kind of get the. No, I'm totally doing the hot dog. Maybe I'll be wearing a hot dog costume in a hot tub, because I think that's gonna be super super hot. Why not? Hey. Wow, I'm missing a lot of details here. Let me get you a little more precise. I'm like, I think the talk about wearing the hot dog costume threw me off. So I'm like, oh, it's so weird. That's so weird to be talking during this process, because I usually just either I'd be listening to music or something, and listening to podcasts or whatever. Hey, for those of you who are just coming in, I just want to mention tomorrow we'll be live streaming at my regular time, which is Wednesdays between 1 and 3. Somewhere in there, we're going to be having a guest. Larda Souza of Looking for Guild is going to be our guest. I don't know if anybody knows who Lar is. If you don't, check him out. He's a very I believe he is Uncle Lar on Twitter, and he's really really good. Actually, I can pull him up here. Hang on a second. I promised I wouldn't do this. Come on, man. Wow, why can't I find him? Oh, there. Psh. Uncle R, that's why. Right. So this is Lars' Instagram. He's got some really great stuff. Very, very funny. There's some stuff from... I don't know if you can see that or not. Probably not. Yeah, his stuff is great. This piece right here is fantastic. I love it. So yeah, so Lar will be our guest. There's Lar right there. Lar will be our guest tomorrow. Too bad you can't see that. No, can't see it. I gotta make that bigger. So yeah, he's terrific. I love his stuff. So he'll be our guest tomorrow. During the regular time period. So by all means, make sure you're here for that. It will also be available VOD, but it's always fun to watch it live because you never know what's going to happen, what's going to be. I don't know. It'll be interesting. Plus, it's the first time I've ever done a live interview like that on Twitch. So I think that'll be a fun thing to do. So tomorrow, between 1 and 3, actually probably closer to 1 o'clock, we'll have Laura on as a guest, and then maybe I'll do a little bit of drawing as well, a little live drawing, because I'm that kind of a guy. I'm sort of winging it now, like I'm sort of throwing some things down here. It's not exactly the same as the picture, but sort of interpreting it in a different way. That's pretty cool. Let me do something here. It's pretty cool. It's looking pretty cool. Yeah, I am winging it. And I am the rogue one. I gotta watch The Bad Batch. I heard that was good. On my show Jawbone Radio, the podcast that we record on Thursdays, or try to, or will be doing, I am planning on having on my son, Christian, who we affectionately call him Crispy. And he'll be talking about movies and all kinds of other things too. So maybe what we'll do is watch The Bad Batch. The other thing I can do on Twitch is we can watch movies together. I don't know if I'm going to do that or not, because it would require me to be upstairs here to run it. Or maybe not. But I thought that would be sort of a fun... that would be something fun to do. I know I'd love to do that. I'm a big fan of the show The Boys, if anybody's ever seen that show. And so I thought, when the new season comes out, I totally have to do that. We'll watch The Boys. Although, I don't know. You know what? Maybe I can do it via my phone. Because I want to watch it on the big screen. We have a big screen TV downstairs. It's like really big. and we watch all our movies on that, and I think it's fun to do. So I will. Maybe I'll do like a phone stream or something like that when that comes out. No, I've heard about Invincible. I heard that's... If I like The Boys, I heard that I'd like Invincible. I know my son was thinking about watching that, so maybe we'll watch that together and we'll talk about it. He just started working, so we're kind of figuring out his schedule and everything to do that is going to be a little bit tricky. I heard it was good though. I heard everybody was talking about Invincible. So like the right people were talking about Invincible. The other one that was coming out that I thought maybe would be fun is MODOK, but I don't know. That's kind of hit or miss. I'm not really sure if MODOK's going to be any good or not. Possibly good. Is it a little bloody? It's just like the sounds like it's just like The Boys. I didn't know. My son told me to watch The Boys when it first came out, and I was like, maybe not. But then I think last year, at the end of summer, I ended up watching it because the new season was out, and I was like, ooh, this show's good. This show's really good. Love the characters. I loved everything about it. I thought it was great. Well, I don't know if I'm really digging this one so much. I'm sort of rushing it, I think. I don't know who that is. I don't know who Yutan is, but maybe I should become more acquainted. I probably should. The other one we were maybe thinking of watching, which would be kind of fun, is Jupiter's Legacy. I heard that was good. But then again, I don't know if it's going to be any good or not. Totally forgot the teeth in here. Let's do some spec work. Oh, I see. I see. I didn't realize that he was from that meant he was from Utah. So is the guy that did Napoleon Dynamite, right? He's from Utah as well, if I remember correctly. Keep forgetting you're from Utah, KT Data. I always forget that. Hey man, thanks. Thank you for the kind words about my boss. When I'm working on these, I never know if they're going to be good or not, you know. And really, I'm just, you know, I'm drawing just for the sake of drawing. Like I'm not planning on like selling this or anything. It's more just like creating to create, you know. So I'm not really looking at it as I would a normal project. So to hear that you think it looks good. That's nice. That's good. I'm so glad. All right. I think that looks pretty good. Let me see. Maybe I'll do this. There we go. Thank you for the sub, by the way. I appreciate it. Hi, everybody in the chat room. Good to see you. We're going to be wrapping this up in a couple minutes here. I am, like, on the money on these, man. Like, usually it's like about an hour and 25 minutes or so, I think is the longest. Maybe an hour 30. Too dark. Yeah, I'm digging this. So I'm making these shapes. We're doing these shapes. And trying to make them look decent. The heck? Oh, there we go. Okay. I was wondering what's happening. Ooh, that's pretty cool. Ooh, interesting. Thank you for the texture feedback. Ooh, I'm sort of going into myself now, like sort of retreating back into my world, which often happens when I'm working on stuff. Ooh, that looks nice. Let's do a bright. There we go. Love the way that looks. That looks cool. That looks pretty cool. So let's take a look at where we're at. This is the Bosk that I'm looking at. You know, a little bit muted colors, and this is the Bosk that I created. I guess it looks okay. it's interesting, you know. Let me do one more thing. Maybe I'll give a little bit more to the eyes. There, that looks a little more realistic. That's pretty cool looking, actually. I like that look. Let me do another dark pass on him. This is where you start messing with just look and color and stuff. That's pretty cool. Ooh, that looks good too. I like that. Interesting. Or maybe this. I don't know, I can't decide if that looks good or not. That looks pretty cool. I'm digging that. That looks good. I'm going to do another Gaussian blur pass right over here. Very slight. I think that's close to being done, guys. What do you say? That looks pretty good. I'm digging it. I think it looks good. And as always, most important thing to remember is, of course, the signature, which all good art has. So let's put it over here. I don't like that. Isn't that funny? Let's see. Ooh, interesting. Hang on. There we go. And let's do that. I don't know if I like the overlay. Okay, that's okay. And of course, the last part, which is my @. And I think I may have told people that I use a font that's called Peralta, which someone sent to me. Oh, you know what? Do you not use DocuSign, KT Data? You can do that. Maybe I'll put it up here so people can see it. Let's take a look. So, guys, from here to here, this is my take on Bossk. I've been wanting to do a Bossk for a while. So why not now? Why not? I'm gonna do a couple other little small things before I post this, but I think it's pretty much done. What do you guys think? You digging it? You digging the look? I hope you are. Let me just fix this up here. I just want to do that. Give him a little bit of... Give his nose a little bit more prominence. Smudge that up a little bit. That looks pretty good. So weirdly enough, it looks kind of photorealistic, kind of artsy in a way. I'm glad. Please don't be scared of him. He's not going to hurt you. He's just going to turn you into a monster or something. Yeah, there's a couple little things here. So yeah, I think this is my boss for today. So thank you so much for joining me. Remember, I want to remind you that tomorrow, 1 to 3, Lar D'Souza should be here in the first hour for about maybe 45 minutes or so. And then I'll draw something interesting. So we'll see how that goes. Also, while I have you here, I also want to remind you that my online store is open and taking orders for Flipface Live, Flipface Max Live, and Flipface Max. The difference between the two is that one of them you can order. There's limited. This one here. There's limited spots available, and I will draw you just like I did on the stream here, and then you'll get a VOD afterwards, as well as possibly something that you can print out. So, or no, not that I can print out and send to you. That's what I want to do. That's what I get for reading the. That's what I get for reading the chat. That'd be cool if Scott rated. We'll see. I know it's not all the time. Scott doesn't pay attention to the chat all that much, which is fine. But we'll see what happens. Let's take one more last look at Bosk. This will be on my socials, and you can check it out. You can also check the VOD. If you missed most of it at the beginning, you can check it out and look there. But until then, guys, I appreciate you spending time with me this afternoon. Thank you so much for joining the stream. It was a very special surprise Tuesday stream. Tomorrow, 1 p.m., Lar D'Souza will be here, and then we'll draw. So we'll see you then. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for the subs. Thank you for everything else. Thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you on the next episode, which should be tomorrow. So we'll see you. Bye.